Brody calls me one day from camp and says, Dad, camp's going really, really good. I'm like, good. And he goes, and there's this really hot nurse.
The moment I realized I loved you, while I watched you swing in your hammock as a storm rolled in over Madeline Island.
The countless songs and dances you make up as you walk into the room never cease to bring a smile to my face.
Brody, it's safe to say that me going to camp and meeting you was the best plot twist of my life. All of my early memories of us feel like snapshots from a Nicholas Sparks movie. All the times that we sat on the porch swing at night overlooking the lake, talking about anything and everything.
Thank you. Yeah, I love it. It's gorgeous.
Very funky, huh?
It's great.
Me standing on my tippy toes for our very first kiss and being really nervous about how it was going to turn out with the height difference. I was laying under the stars at the council ring on this day 5 years ago, and me gathering the courage to ask you if you'd ask me to be your girlfriend one last time, because I was finally ready to say yes. You're the most important and special person in my life, the best human that I know, and my best friend. You make me laugh when I'm mad, which drives me so crazy. You're kind and you're genuine, you're loving and you're patient. You can comfort me without saying a word. You've been the absolute best dog dad to Maisie, which has been the sweetest glimpse of how good of a father you'll be to our kids one day. I promise to go camping with you once a year, as long as there's running water and twinkly lights.
Today marks the turning point where your past as individuals becomes your future as one. Think of your future like the human heart. At first glance, it looks like a trivial mass of muscle and tissue. But once you study it more, you learn that it's a perfectly designed organ, made up of arteries, valves, and chambers. But no one structure is completely independent. They all need to work together in symphonic rhythm in order to power your body and your brain. It's truly a work of art and beauty. As you enter your future as husband and wife, take a lesson from the heart. As individuals, your marriage will not function properly. You must work together in harmony, always supporting one another, and exercise your love constantly. Your marriage will face challenges and at times may feel weak. But it can be strengthened and repaired, just like the heart, which is you're resilient, if you both put in the effort to care for it and allow time to heal.
Shannon, 5 years ago on this day, we were lying under the stars at the council ring, and he turned to me and asked, "Are you going to ask me to be your girlfriend or what?" This would essentially be the third and final time that I asked you to be my girlfriend. But since that day, I knew I felt something different towards you, and now, reflecting back at it, I'm certain that I was in love with you. Throughout our years together, you have stood by me through the tough times and have been there during the happy ones. You have shown me it's okay to not be okay. You are my rock, and your beauty is unquestionable. But what really made me fall in love with you is a beauty that comes from within. I love your kindness and compassion. You have the ability to make people feel understood and loved, and I feel so blessed to be on the receiving side of that love. I promise to be patient, even if that means we have to go to a winery during the Badgers' first football game of the year, or a hibachi lunch at 2:30 in the afternoon and miss the Badgers' last. I vow to love you fiercely and unconditionally for the rest of our lives. You are my forever. With that being said, Shannon, will you be my wife or what?
Touché. I promise to choose you and our life together every day for the rest of our lives. I'm so excited for the laughter and adventures to come. I can't wait to grow old with you. I love you too.
With the power vested in me by the state of Wisconsin, I now pronounce you husband and wife. You may kiss the bride. Ladies and gentlemen, it's my pleasure to present Mr. and Mrs. Poss.
I choose you every day in 100 different ways. I make the choice to stay. I can hit the open road and run my life away. I choose you every day. I see lovers all around me giving up and giving in. They decided that it's over.
Shannon, this guy next to you is my best friend. He's always been there for me. We have done so many things together and have bonded and have had so many beautiful memories together. I'm going to give you a little bit of, I don't know, typical things on how to make a marriage strong. Communication. Be a good listener. Look at each other. Avoid distractions, even when the Badgers and the Packers are on TV. And Shannon, find a spot on the wall for a deer mount.
I'll never forget Shannon calling me from the middle of nowhere to tell me about the cute camp counselor that she kissed on a rock. She mentioned he was a little younger, and when I finally met Brody, he was not the camp counselor boy that I was picturing all that time.
And I'm so proud of you both, and I know you will be there for each other through all the hard times and hold each other accountable. You've made wonderful choices in each other, and I love you both. So, if you have any drink left after all the other cheers, please raise your glass. Cheers to Brody and Shannon Poss.